It happened on a Tuesday, an ordinary Tuesday, the kind no one remembers, except Olivia Carter would never forget it. She was the CEO of a billion-dollar tech company, always 10 steps ahead, always perfectly composed, but nothing prepared her for the moment she found her autistic daughter curled up under a school stairwell, a broken bar, and a janitor sitting beside her, humming softly, gently handing her a crayon. And for the first time in weeks, Lily smiled. Chapter 1. The Invisible Man. Michael Reed wasn't meant to be noticed, not in the marble halls of Willingsworth Academy, the elite private school where every father drove a Tesla and every mother wore designer coats. He was the night janitor, the man with scuffed shoes, calloused hands, and a mop that squeaked as he cleaned long after everyone had gone home. He took the job not for prestige but for proximity. His 6-year-old son, Jonah, was in the same school on a scholarship. Michael cleaned classrooms so Jonah could dream inside them. He had one rule: stay out of the way. Do your job. Don't get involved. Until the day he found Lily Carter in tears. Chapter 2. The Quiet Corner. Lily Carter was 8, brilliant, beautiful, and autistic. She didn't speak much, not with words, but her silence was a language of its own. And while her mother, Olivia, loved her fiercely, her life was buried in deadlines, boardrooms, and people who talked too loud and understood too little. Lily often wandered the hallways during recess, escaping the noise. That Tuesday, she sat alone, curled up under the staircase, hugging her knees, lost in a sensory storm. Michael had just come to mop up a spilled juice box when he saw her. She flinched when he stepped closer, so he sat down instead, a few feet away. Quiet. From his pocket, he pulled out a tiny box of crayons Jonah used and worn. He slid them across the floor slowly. Then, with a soft hum, he started doodling on a napkin. A flower, a rocket ship, a dinosaur. Lily peeked up, took a crayon, and drew a purple cat. Chapter 3. The moment Olivia saw. Olivia had arrived early for a surprise parent-teacher meeting when she spotted the security feed playing on the receptionist's monitor. She froze. There was her daughter smiling, drawing, engaging, and beside her was a broken bar janitor, not a therapist, not a specialist flown in from out of town, just a man with a mop. She stepped toward the hallway quietly, heels echoing but stopped just before turning the corner. She watched. No pressure, no noise, just a man and a girl, coloring in companionable silence. Something stirred in her, not suspicion, but a broken bar hope. Chapter 4. What's Unseen. The next day, Olivia asked the principal about the janitor. Michael Reed, hard-working, keeps to himself. She dug deeper. Former mechanic, widower, raising his son alone after a car accident took his wife. Declined promotions to stay close to Jonah during school hours. Known to be kind, quiet, unremarkably at least on paper, but not to Lily. That evening, Olivia waited in the hallway. As Michael finished mopping, she walked over. "My daughter smiled yesterday," she said softly. He paused, caught off guard. She broken bar drew a cat. "I saw." A long silence stretched between them. Then she asked, "How did you know what to do?" He looked at her, then away. "Because sometimes a broken bar words make things worse. My son has meltdowns, too. And all he ever wants is for someone to just sit with him, not fix it, just be there." Chapter 5. The Heart Stirs. Over the next week, Olivia noticed Lily started carrying crayons, started humming softly, started reaching for connection. And slowly, Olivia started reaching to leaving meetings earlier, walking Lily to school, even sitting with her after hours. She found herself watching Michael from afar and noticing how gently he spoke, how he treated every child with dignity, how he never tried to draw attention. He didn't need to, because he saw people, especially the ones the world overlooked. Climax. The unexpected invitation. One Friday evening, Lily walked up to Michael and tugged on his sleeve. "Picnic." Michael blinked. "What's that, sweetheart?" Lily pointed at the school garden, then at her mom, then at him. It was the first word she'd spoken to him. Later that afternoon, a small blanket lay spread under a tree. Olivia brought sandwiches. Michael brought apple slices and juice boxes. Jonah joined with a toy robot. Lily colored. 4 people. One quiet, perfect afternoon. No roles, no hierarchy, just a broken bar connection. Ending. an inspired heart. In the weeks that followed, Olivia found herself pausing more, listening more, understanding that sometimes, the most powerful kind of love isn't loud or grand but quiet, consistent, and real. She didn't just admire Michael, she learned from him. And one morning, she walked into the school not as a CEO or a billionaire broken bar but just as a mother with her daughter's hand in hers. She passed Michael in the hallway, smiling. "I'm hosting a foundation dinner next month," she said. "Would you a broken bar come?" He looked surprised. "Me? Why?" She looked at Lily, then back at him. "Because the world needs to see what I saw that day." The janitor who gave my daughter back her smile. Closing narration, a voice-over style. Sometimes, kindness shows up in coveralls with a mop in hand. Sometimes, the people who seem invisible are the ones who see us most clearly. And sometimes a broken bar, a single act of compassion can stir a heart that thought it had already seen everything. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because love isn't about wealth, it's about presence.